Hi there everybody. In today's video, things are happening so fast at season's end in a big garden. And what are we focusing on? We're focusing on preserving our foods, our hard-won fruits, the fruits of our labor. We're trying to get those put away and store up for the winter. I am trying to get my wood stored. I got my hay, another big load of hay. So that's what you're going to see in this video. You're going to see me picking up an 800-pound bale of hay in my little short bed Chevy Colorado, and then tomatoes, putting those in the freezer, as well as apples. So stay with me. Wow. Okay. Let's see if that'll close. Nope. It's all right. It's not going anywhere. Okay, that weighs probably at least 800 pounds. I had him pick out the smallest one because those weigh over 1,000 pounds. And I can only carry a total of 1,252 pounds, including all people and cargo. Well, I went out there just to get the last few tomatoes off the vines, and I didn't even get down 2 rows. And look what I've got. This may be one of the dumbest things I've ever done. Put this 800-pound bale of hay in my truck. And how was I thinking I was going to get that out? Well, anyway, we're going to give it a try. Well, I figured the smartest thing to do is to put it right here where we had the hay before. Why not? So we're going to see what that little cedar tree can, see how strong that trunk is. The last cedar tree took 2 men all day to get out. Maybe it's going to do the job. Oh no. Now we find that underneath it's all kind of wet and rotted. Yeah, it's really wet and rotted. So it's not going to stand up on its own. And we've got to get the tailgate back on. I've just dehydrated okra pieces for the first time, and I'm going to grind them up. mind. You know, I think that would have been a lot better in my pepper mill, but I have got hot chili powder in there. Yeah, that looks pretty fine. That'll go okay in soup, I think, which is the idea. Someone suggested this and I'm trying it. Yeah, that's okay. It's fine enough. Hi, baby. Look at that pretty bloom on that hosta. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's look at this one over here. What's that doing down there? Oh, well, this is the wild kingdom here, isn't it? Oh boy. With this pot not draining. Oh my gosh, it's gonna kill this plant. I'm gonna have to get it out of this rain. All right, come on over here. Oh, good grief. I can't even, oh my gosh. That must weigh 100 pounds. Oh, oh, okay. I am freezing golden apples for baking later. And I did all this work last night. I peeled and sectioned them and soaked them in lemon water to keep from browning for 5 minutes, and laid them out on parchment paper and put them in the freezer for overnight. And I've got this many more to do, but I may decide to can these. I'm not sure. Gonna have some nice apples for baking muffins and pies this winter. It's very important you have to drain these first. And there's a little more ice on this batch than there was on this tray, so I must have drained them a little bit better before I put them on the tray, because water equals freezer burn, so that's why you need to drain them. This had a double layer on it, so got a little bit more stuff. If you want to get the extra air out, you just suck it out with a straw. So I've got 4 quart bags of frozen apples, and the reason that you do this, to take the extra time to lay them out on parchment on baking sheets, is you pre-freeze them individually so that you bring it back in after 4 hours or overnight In my case, I did it overnight. And then they are individual inside the bags, and you can take out as much as you want and put it back in the freezer rather than having to use the whole bag. Okay, here is the hay that was stored. A few days ago. It is trying to dry out under here with all of this rain. So I probably should tie this down better, tie the tarp down better, because that could just blow off in this wind. Anyway, that big blue monster is going to sit there till I manage to use it, along with the compost and the rocks. Oh gosh, I didn't get as far as I had hoped. But look at these sweet potatoes. They look so great. Wow. I haven't had this sweatshirt on since probably March, April. This old rag, I got this when Walker went to Stanford in 2009 or 2010. I'm still wearing it, and this is the first day I've had it on. Wow. I guess summer's over. So in full disclosure, the apples I purchased from the farm stand because I don't have any apples here. And I had first purchased some Cortland apples, which I liked in the beginning. I was eating them raw, but I don't know. I decided to go back and get some golden apples. I thought those would be the best for applesauce or baked apples or apple pie. So that's what I did. And you know, just in terms of getting stocked up, I know a lot of people eat meat, and I'm one of them. And my son works for Thousand Hills Lifetime Grazed. I've mentioned this several times. In fact, I have a playlist of a handful of videos that I've done with Walker, who is in regenerative agriculture. And I was considering getting myself, you know, in the interest of really getting stocked up, because we don't know what's going to happen with supply lines and all of that. Hopefully nothing, but I want to be prepared in case it does. So I know you're probably getting nervous, me with this box cutter here. I can't find my other blade. It's missing at the moment. So Thousand Hills has a monthly bundle, and they also have specials. So, you know, once I did my bundle, then I saw that the next order is 10% off, and then they had a Burger Day sale, so I decided to get more burger because that's always good. So it comes frozen, and here's an example of what's inside. Is that upside down? Yes, sorry. This is, I really like the beef patties, because if it's just for me, it's so much easier. And I think they threw in some, these are snacks, I think. This is, what are they? It says it's grass-fed. Oh, sorry. These are the hickory smoked beef sticks. So this is like a snack thing, you know, but you do still keep it cold. It's not like beef jerky that you cannot keep cold. So I will be getting this into my freezer, which will pretty much fill up my freezer. So I got the 4 pounds of tomatoes, whole tomatoes, put in the freezer. Those still look really good, even though the rest of The tomatoes look terrible, and you're going to see that in the next video. And the apples I got done, and the okra, it was suggested to me to use the slightly larger ones, cut it, dehydrate it, and grind it into powder to add to soups and stews. Okay, the wind is really picking up, so I better sign off. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, scroll down and click all so you won't miss anything right here on my Tennessee homestead. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video.